Clarissa knows I offered her sparring. She knows. She knows she didn't want to spar with me. That would have been the moment to whoop me. That would have been the moment, because we know we would have had our social media.
Yeah.
That would have been your moment to do your thing. So we don't want to hear nothing else about it now. No more.
Thanks for tapping in with the Already Canceled Social Club. That's excellent vision. Good looking out.
As always, give us a like, share, subscribe. Keep the algorithm moving up.
We appreciate y'all. The Social Club, we definitely growing. Now, we got an excellent show for you. We got Andre Ward. He's interviewing Laila Ali, the great. And, you know, there's a beef between her and Clarissa Shields, but we're just trying to intertwine sports, boxing, and the Manosphere as far as it relates to modern women.
She ain't got nothing on Laila Ali, though. I just say that off top.
Let's jump into the clip and, you know, we break it down.
Let's check it out.
I just remember going and promoting a cookbook and my cookbook and going on the Breakfast Club. And you asked me what happened.
I remember that.
And they asked me about Clarissa, like they asked me about women's boxing. I said nice things about her, like I always did. And then they ended up asking me, would I ever come back? And I said, there's no reason to. I said, I don't see anybody there that inspires me to want to come back. I was like, there's so much I would have to stop doing, you know, that I would have to do. So I guess, well, I know that she heard that and took offense to it. And then next thing I know, she's on YouTube saying Laila Ali was on, you know, she said it out of her own mouth. Like she heard me say there was nobody that she was inspired by that she felt could give her competition. I feel some kind of way. So then she started calling me out and I was like, wow. So first thing I thought, because I'm the type of person, I would just pick up the phone. Like you would think she'd pick up the phone, but I know this newer generation, like you said, is different. But now you took it public and she was always the one calling me anyway. So I wasn't about to call her and say, hey, what's going on? I was just like, okay, that's where she decided to go with it. So then, of course, now, you know, the public is, they're going to exasperate it.
They're going to spin it.
And then the next time I do another interview, at that point, she had already, you know, talked about me and she started putting stuff on her social media page. She ain't never fought nobody. She ain't never, you know, she basically was trying to degrade my legacy and everything that I had done. And I was like, oh, okay, wow. That you crossing a line now. You can think you can beat me.
I see the look in your eyes. I see you going there.
I'm just saying, you can think that.
Right.
That's fine. You're supposed to think that.
Yeah, of course.
But to start going in on my legacy and what I have and haven't done and all these things, I was like, wow, that's a lot, you know? So that's kind of what happened. I think that fans don't like it because fans are like, man, we love both of y'all. You know, why does it have to be this way? So again, that's pretty much how it happened. And that for me is like, there's just certain things that are not okay with me. It's hard to come back from. And again, I don't have any hard feelings against Clarissa in general, because I got a lot going on over here, you already know, to be worried about any of these young girls like that. But at the same time, I see that she gets into it with a lot of people. She gets into it with a lot of female fighters. She gets into it with male fighters. So obviously that's a thing for her. Hopefully she'll figure that out, because you're not going to get very far in this life if you continue burning bridges. And even though she's not someone that I consider a friend, hopefully that's some advice that she would take, because you're going to see a lot of people surpass you. Even though you're talented, even though you can say, oh, I won all these belts and I went to the Olympics, I did X, Y, and Z. So never think too big of yourself, right? Because there's always going to be somebody. You got to really watch your character. You got to stay humble. And, you know, hopefully you don't burn so many bridges along the way, you don't come back from it, because you want to use these opportunities right now when you have it. It's great that you're doing all these things, and you want to be a role model to those coming behind you.
Of course.
And you want the fans to like you. You want to be a likable person. You know, I know there's a movie coming out on her, which is great. She's been through so much, you know, but guess what? A lot of us
Graceful.
have.
I was about to say that, bro. I wasn't going to stop it. I was like, damn, I got to give him a disclaimer. I'm going to give him this one stoppage. She sounds like she's talking to somebody she's trying to mentor, somebody she cares about, somebody she wants to help, that she wants to see do better, be better.
When you're the GOAT of your sport, you're retired, removed from the sport, that's the way you're supposed to be.
Yeah, you know, but I just, you know, it's a
'Cause there's-
different in demeanor. But let's just finish it up right quick.
All right.
So it's no excuse. We need to do better. And to me, it's really important. It's really important how I carry myself. It's really important how I represent myself, how I represent women, how I represent Black women, how I represent fighters, how I represent my father, how I represent myself, how I'm a woman, a mother, a wife. I don't have time to be over here going back and forth with somebody over no BS.
I was
So,
just about to
like I
say.
was hesitant to even talk to you about it because we already know people grab onto that. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about who can win, who can fight. Clarissa knows I offered her sparring. She knows. She knows she didn't want to spar with me. That would have been the moment to whoop me. That would have been the moment because we know we would have had our social media.
Yeah.
That would have been your moment to do your thing. So we don't want to hear nothing else about it now. No more. Because there's so many more opportunities out there, but you just got to go about them the right way.
Like I was going to say, it would be beneath her to step down and engage in any.
You being nice. Now, we don't want to hear nothing about it no more now.
You're right.
You had your time. Your social medias would have been popping up. But anyway, like, I wanted to get on, like, the demeanor, like you were saying. Like, you know what I mean? She's a demure, violent female. A violent woman. Very demure. Married.
Feminine.
I happened to see it because it glistened. That shit bling. She got a big ass rock in her hand, and she's been married. She's a feminine woman.
She said she got a family. She got to respect and honor her father's legacy.
That's what I wanted to touch on, and that's the difference I see in the two fighters and the two women, and I respect them both, and I actually like them both. I'm starting to have a little more reluctance to be able to say it out loud that I actually like Clarissa Shields as what she stands for and what she can actually provide as far as being detrimental and inspiring the younger generation of women.
I like her too, and I think what she really suffers from is really she does not have any competition. So she's spazzing out, leeching for anything to pick up.
I get it. I get it. Because she's probably seeing the men fighters make more, do more, to where it's not that.
Not even think about it like that. Think about it like this.
Well, if she had competition, she would make more money. That's all.
She's in the prime of her career.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no competition. You know what I'm saying? After this, it's all downhill. You know what I'm saying? And usually downhill is when the competition, the younger ranks.
I mean, that's one way to look at it as far as if you're trying to break down her mentality of why she's doing it.
Why she's doing it.
Yeah, to me, it's just all sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you sucker shit, if you're the so-called GWOAT, that means you already know there's no competition. She say it all the time, there's no competition. And I assume that's why I went the route I was going, because I feel like, and I'm saying feel on purpose, I feel like she just want to see if she could beat one of these dudes. I think she really want to see it, but I don't think that's cool, something that should actually happen. Go ahead.
That's good wishful thinking, you know what I'm saying? All that calling out Keith Thurman and this one and that one, you know. When you get bopped upside your head, then it's like, oh, I seen what happened to her in the little sparring thing when she tried to spar against a man.
Yeah, I seen it too. All right, so how we gonna spin this back to Laila Ali and her brilliance and greatness, because we got off on Clarissa Shields right quick. No. That's a whole nother video.
That's a whole nother video. But like I was finna say also about Laila Ali, the thing that, you know, struck me was how she emphasized character. You know, how she carried herself meant a lot to her. You know what I'm saying? The legacy of her father, you know, her legacy, you know. And like I said, it'd be beneath her if she really, you know, engage in anything that Clarissa Shields is trying to call her out on or got going on.
Especially since we're trying to break down the differences between them. So that's a big difference. I think it was the respect for her father. I don't want to say Clarissa Shields don't respect her father, but I don't hear her speak of him in any deference or any reverence. You know what I mean? So
I don't hear her talk with any kind of respect, period.
I get it. So I think that she didn't have that responsibility, that relationship with her father, and that may be the reason that she's not responsible with the things that she says. You know what I'm saying? As far as like thinking she could fight men, disrespect towards men that she knows she would never fight.
I really appreciate how she handled herself in that interview right there, because, you know, it's only human to I guess, take the bait in a sense if somebody's taking shots at your character or your legacy or something like that.
Well,
and
there's
go
been a
back
cat
at
fight
them?
already online, so they've been catfighting and going back and forth online. So I guess she just figured this ain't the time to do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I'm
I
at
can't
another
actually.
level.
Nah, I'm not finna be able to get in the ring and fuck you up. So let me just, speak from this point of view. Like she said,
Right.
the time to spar was then.
Right.
I'm past that
You
now.
had
I'm
that.
not fighting no more. I'm
I'm
not
on
fighting.
to something else. I'm
I'm
on another
way
level.
past fighting though.
Yeah.
Like I'm 10 to 12 years from lacing them up. Like, so like 5 years ago, she was probably like 4 years, 5 years from lacing them
Mhm.
up, and she was willing to lace them up. And
We
you
can
didn't want the
spar.
fade, as we say.
We can spar. She said
You
she
didn't
didn't want
want
that.
it. Hit him with the shit.
As always, y'all, man up, not man down.
Maintain, not man tan.
And we out.